It's about a young woman who ends up in a civic war, and she gets raped and she gets pregnant. And then she does this amazing choice to save her kid. And then we move to the second act, and that's 17 years afterwards, when the boy has grown up and become a man.
When Kaija Saariaho started to write this opera together with the librettist Amin Malouf, this was in the early 2000s, there had been many wars also in Europe, namely the Yugoslavian war, and this was still very much present in the entire Europe. Even if this opera is not directly depicting that war,
no,
there are still some hints that are very well connected to that.
It's also how a war had impact on human beings for generations, even after the war has ended. The war in the opera is more like a framework to talk about those relationships, but,
yes,
but of course it gets really present since the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Yes.
I mean, we have a war in Europe now.
Kaija Saariaho's music is very, very powerful, impactful. She colors every single syllable and every single detail of the drama. She's really able to create a score that somehow pulls the listener into another world. We have a big symphony orchestra, as big that we had to put 4 of the percussionists on stage because there is so much instruments. We have a chorus that plays an important part, even if they're not acting on stage, but they play vocally, very instrumental part in the score, coloring it. We have a live surround sounds that are going around the theater, the auditorium, reflecting the words of the soloists. And so it's going to be very exciting, visual, physical, and very kind of a thorough soundscape that you're going to encounter.
Well, it's very rarely that this piece is actually played live. It's not recorded yet. So this is a once in a lifetime chance, an opportunity to meet this fantastic opera piece.
It's the first time we're performing Saariaho here in Olavinlinnassa, and it really suits the castle perfectly. And I must warn you, this might be the last chance in many years to hear Saariaho, because these operas, as Dan said, are not done so often. So if you enjoy listening to Saariaho operas, do come now, because after that you will have to wait for many years in Finland.